Are breast implants a requirement for a serious run at being a top-level female competitor?
No. Do they help? Yes. And it depends on the division, right? Are you talking bikini, or are you talking...
They didn't write that. They just put female
so I'll
competitor.
just get into it. Are you talking a more muscular division? I coach women's physique pros. I coach bikini pros. I've coached women bodybuilders, right? Do a lot of them have implants at all levels? Yes. Have I seen girls succeed at the highest level and win pro cards and become competitive pros without breast augmentations? Absolutely, I have. So is it an absolute requirement? No. Does it change things? I think it does have a benefit for sure. I mean, one of my pros that I coach right now, a bikini pro, everybody's probably seen her at the gym. She's a phenomenal athlete. She does not have a breast augmentation. Do I think eventually she'll probably get one? Probably, if I was guessing. Have we had the conversation that she needs it? Absolutely not. Would I tell her she needs it if she wants to be an Olympian? Absolutely not. That's a decision she has to make, because again, just like steroids, that's a very big decision for a female to make.
Yes.
Right? And once they're there, they're very complex and complicated to get removed. And at some point in your life, if you want them removed, hey, that's right. And I have a perfect example of this. I mean, my wife does not use PEDs at all. And have we talked about the conversation of breast augmentations and stuff? Of course we have. I've been with her for 12 years. And does she like the idea of it? Sure. Does she want them? No, because she wanted to be able to breastfeed and do all those things, and that meant more to her. And for me, I said, you know what? I don't really care.
Yeah.
But if that's the decision you make, I respect the hell out of that.
Yes.
Because I want you to mother my child, and if you want to breastfeed my child, I also want you to. Right? So, again, those
so you got to think in the future, not just in the present.
100%. Those are the type of things that you need to think about when going that route as well. I think there's been a very large thing in the industry, too, with girls who get breast augmentations, speaking out about their, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's a sickness that comes if you get breast augmentations. And do I think some girls just regret their decisions and get them removed and say they had it? For sure. Do I think other girls actually have serious complications with them? Absolutely.
I've seen the blood work
100%, right? So it's one of those things that you're putting a foreign object in your body. I have one in my body. I don't have implants, but I have an implantable device that's a defibrillator. And I know that shit changes your body.
Fuck yeah.
And it changes the way you move. It changes the internals. Your body doesn't like foreign shit inside it. So going back to the original question, do I think it's an absolute prerequisite? No. Do I think it helps some people? For sure.
Okay. And take that shit seriously, because I know that you can just go get a discount set put in for $1,800 in
and that will
stuff like that. That will fuck your shit up. You could
100%.
be laid up 6 to 12 months when you go septic because you went to do it cheap. I'm not advocating for it, but if you're going to do it, research. Because I've had friends, like he said, they don't realize that was the problem.
Yeah.
3-4 years later, they're like the jaundice is setting in. Their reproductive system is shut down, and they're just shadows of who they used to be, because what was an image thing they didn't even realize was poisoning them.
100%. And there's, like I said, I mean, there's other complications with that in the bodybuilding world. If you get a very poor surgery done and you have one point in each direction or higher or lower than the other, that
point deductions.
100%. That looks not pleasing on stage, and that will stand out, and you probably will get dogged for that, especially in something like bikini, where you're looking for a beautiful, very symmetrical look, not super peeled or anything like that. You're looking for a very pretty female. Yes. Right? And that's distracting to the eye, and a judge will see that. And if you have a physique that you're fighting neck and neck with, side by side, and one of them has a breast augmentation that's been done for $100, the other one has
you can tell.
a good breast augmentation done by a real good surgeon, you'll probably lose to them.
Yes.
But again, I think there's other complications that are much more important, like you spoke to, that can cause issues. And I think another thing to think of that, if whoever's asking this question, if you are going that road and you are a competitor, is be very diligent with your recovery. Because I've actually worked with 2 females who love the gym, and they were incredible athletes, and they just want to fucking train, and they hate being down and out for 8 to 12 weeks, which is the reality of the surgery. You can't do under the muscle. You can't do anything. Not to mention you have stitches inside and outside. If you start sweating, there's complications. And I've seen it twice with athletes that I worked with, because I've worked with tons of girls who've gotten, I had a girl who a week and a half ago got a breast augmentation done. And again, TB500, BPC 157, they work very good to help heal this kind of thing. But with that being said, again, if you take your recovery lightly and you don't take it seriously, you're probably going to have some complications. Yeah. You're probably going to open up your stitches and see your implant and or have it fall out through the stitches, which is a real thing, and I've seen it happen. I've never been there witnessing it, but I've had it happen to an athlete who didn't listen, didn't take their recovery seriously, reaching overhead when they shouldn't be going overhead, doing pull downs, all that kind of stuff. Now you're talking problems. Yeah. And that's going to triple your recovery time.